Good day, I am Eliza Sejalba from BIS IT4C and I will present the demo of our system for our study, Web-Based Church Services Application. Web-Based Church Services Application is a web-based application which offers church services that can help a client request documents or certificates such as marriage and baptismal. A client can also easily book an appointment too. As we scroll down, we can see the news section or recent updates about each churches. Also the services section where we can see the church history, their Facebook page, and also where you can donate. We will discuss the reserve appointment and request documents button later on. The next section is where the clients can email their concerns to the admin. And now we will proceed to the reserve appointment. If you click it, the opening is this. The red colored box are the unavailable dates, while the green boxes are the available ones. You can see here the previous days that is automatically disabled. The next months, and the current months. Now, let's try to book an appointment. Here, the church can only accommodate 3 appointments per day. If client click one of the available time, this form will appear, and the client should put all the needed information to make an appointment. And also to know if the client is minor or not. After the client finished to fill the form, they will be given a chance to double check all of it. If something is not right, the client can go back to correct it. After that, the client can finally submit the form. A confirmation box will appear with the client's unique code and a message saying that they will receive an email. Also, a CAPTCHA will appear to confirm if you are a robot or not. Now, let's go to the Google Mail. The admin will also receive an email containing the client's information, while the client will also receive an email containing the same information with their unique code and reserve appointment information. After successfully reserved an appointment, let's check if the time is already unavailable. And yes, it is. Now, let's go back to the home page. Let's proceed to the Request Documents button. This is the opening. This form is needed to be filled up, and its purpose is to verify if the document the client wants to request is available, or if it's in the system. Also, the client can already choose here what payment method they want, as well as if they want it to be delivered to the preferred address, or wants to personally pick it up from the church. If the informations are denied, it just means that the document the client requesting is not in the system. But if it's included, the client will proceed to the next form, where they will sign up again for additional information. Then the client will be given again a chance to double check their input. And again, they can go back anytime if there is something wrong. After that, The admin will again receive an email containing the client's information and the client also containing the same data with the requested document information. Going back again to the home page. Let's now open the admin panel. Just log in and put the admin username and password. Only the admin can access this part of the website. The opening is this. You can see again the dates, and the purpose of this is for the admin to be able to add an appointment to.
Appointment records. Appointment records is where the admin can see every recorded appointment by the clients or devotees. Admin can use the search engine to look for a record by searching its unique ID or its name. Admin can add a new appointment using the Add button, and adding a new appointment here can still reflect with the calendar that can be seen by the clients. The admin can also edit any information and update the records. In archiving the records, the transaction date must be a year ago to be successfully archived. And the successfully archived records can be seen at the Appointment Record Archives.
Here in the certificate verification, records table is where the verified certificate request will be seen. As you can see, there isn't any add button in this table because only verified requests can be added in here because only clients with recorded certificates can be verified. Next is the edit button, where if there are errors with the information, the admin can update certain informations. To be able to archive a record, the transaction date should be at least 1 year ago. And now, as you can see, once we check the certificate verification archives, the record is now there. Request table is where the additional information of the client is located. The admin can edit an information and update the record. Since the certificate verification records and request records are a connected table, once if one of the records are archived, the other one will be archived too. Certificate records table is where the recorded and existing certificates are located. This is the records used for verifying a certificate request of a client. If the certificate is present in this table, then the request can be granted. The admin can add records, also edit if some informations are wrong, and update the record. In archiving, once a record is a year ago, then the admin can archive the record. The archived record will now exist at the Document Records Archive.
Good day, I am John Martin Brian Bustillo from BSI 4C, and I will present the conclusion for our study, Web-Based Church Services Application. Catholic Church, especially its office, is where every transaction with clients or devotees tend to happen. The church office staffs tend to interact with whoever come, do the transactions, and not all the time transactions are swiftly done. And there are still problems in terms of requirements and clients tend to go back and forth. It is a total waste of time and effort for both parties. Web-based church services application is an application created to put ease with conducting transaction toward the Catholic Church. Based on findings of the study, the following conclusion are drawn. The web-based church services application provided an easy access to the church services for the clients and devotees. These services can be done online. A client or devotee must have an internet connection to access the website. The client can view gallery of the churches, services, recent updates from the churches, and other information such as social media links and donation information. The web-based church services application provided an appointment system where the client can view a calendar where it displayed days of months, previews, or the following months. They can also choose their own preferred time as long as it is available. In this appointment system, it is possible to set an appointment even if it will be set months after the transaction itself. The web-based church services application provided a request document services where the client or devotee can request sacramental certificates. It has a certificate verification where it is a form that double-check if the certificate can be requested by the client exists in the certificate records. If the sacramental certificate exists, it will display a new form for an additional information for the client requesting the document, and an email will be sent as a confirmation of the transaction. The web-based church services application provided clients a confirmation email where it sends through their attached email. It contains the appointment or request ID that can help for a better and smooth transaction in the Catholic Church office itself. The web-based church services application provided a well-organized admin panel for the church office staffs or admin. There are two separate records dividing appointment records and request certificate records. In these records, the admin can edit, add, update, and archive accordingly. The web-based church services application provided an archives for the records and also helped the admin to determine the latest transactions. The web-based church services application provided a validation where only above legal age client or devotee can make an appointment and can request documents.
Good day, everyone. My name is Raisa Marie B. Evangelista from BSIT 4C, and I will present to you the recommendations of our study web-based church services application. Recommendations. After a thorough analysis of data, the following recommendations are hereby made. The developers recommend to have an additional payment system where there are payment options such as a connection to online payment applications, digital wallets, bank transfers, or credit and debit card where the clients can choose whenever they chose to do a delivery service when they successfully requested a certificate. Next is, the developers recommend to have an online chat support services that can help the clients whenever they have a problem with a transaction or have a question that can be simply answered by an online chat support service. Next is, the developers recommend to have a notification function where it can send notifications about certain events, donation drives, and happenings to the clients or devotees through their email, and also sends text messages to notify the client or devotee about their upcoming appointment at the church. And lastly, the developers recommend to have an automatic archiving system for all the records at the admin panel. And that's all for our final defense presentation for our capstone project, web-based church services application. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a nice day.